Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me style video, doing this look, just talking about some random things using some random makeup products. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Today I'm just going to be doing like a fall look, and I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to start with my eyes first, and I'm using a mix of, I guess I have some higher end products, and then I have drugstore products. I feel like mostly drugstore products. So I'm going to start by using some foundation. I've been using the Revlon Color Stay in Buff, and this is not a color that I would ever use because it looks so light. I remember using this way back when I was a teenager. Like one of the first foundations that I remember really liking was the Revlon Color Stay. I was probably like 15 or 16, and this was the color I used. And when I look at it now, I'm like, how did I ever wear this shade? But it works if you're like contouring. It kind of keeps the areas that you want highlighted, and it does, I feel like it oxidizes a little bit, and so it just kind of in the end works out. So I'm just applying this with a sponge. I am going to be taking a little bit of NYX eyeshadow base, and this is just the white one, and I'm applying that in the, actually kind of just all over my lid, not really taking it up past the crease. I have a little too much. Because I'm going to be applying a lighter shade on my lid and then darker in the crease and as I go up. So it's going to look super pale. And then I'm going to take a shader brush, just like a flat brush, and I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette for my eyeshadow today. I'm just taking this lightest matte shade. It has like a little shimmer, but comes off more of like a matte or satin. Like you can hardly see the shimmer at all. And I'm just tapping this on my lid. And yesterday it started raining. It's been like summer. Like I don't know what happened. We had like a few fall weather days, and then all of a sudden it got to be like 90 degrees, and now all of a sudden it's back to fall. So we have really weird weather in the Pacific Northwest. It's like sunny one day and the next day will be like rainy and cold. It's really strange. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking a big fluffy brush. I'm just going to blend that into the crease and kind of up to my eyebrow. That really didn't make a big difference. I think I might need to go in with a lighter shade. I think I have Blanc type in here from MAC. Yes. I'm going to take a little bit of that just to lighten it up. This one is a true matte. It's a little bit lighter. I just hit pan on that. I don't like hitting pan on my products. I know people love it, but I want it to always look nice and new. Okay, so now I'm just taking a big fluffy brush and blending it up. And I'm going to be going in with, let's see here. I think I'm going to use this Venetian red. And just tapping that into the outer corner. And up into the crease. I think I need to use a smaller brush for this. Just blending it in the outer corner and then working it into the crease. So I've been going to a ton of football games lately, you guys. It's football season again, and my son is doing really good. He's actually at a new school this year, so he's playing with a whole new group of kids, but he absolutely loves it and he's doing really well. And I just love football games. Like, I'm gonna be so sad when he's not playing football anymore. He's a junior, so he has one more year, and I hope he still plays because that's something, like, that's one thing that I'm gonna miss so much. So I'm taking this underneath the lower lash line. I'm gonna miss it when he's out of school. The littler kids, Patrick's kids, they've like played a few sports like soccer and basketball and stuff, but they haven't really found like what they like. Like my kids definitely found like sports that they really love. Like football and wrestling was like the two sports that they've always done. So these little guys are still figuring that out, I think. Okay, now I'm gonna be taking red ochre, that shade right next to it, and I'm just gonna put that right over. It has a little bit of a, more like a, so Venetian red has like a pink tone. Red ochre has more of like a red tone to it. And I'm just blending that up. So I was talking to my kids the other day, and we were talking about like silent battles. Like, have you ever had a silent battle with someone? Like, they don't know that they're in this battle, and you're just having like a competition with someone, but you're not. It's like unspoken. We were talking about that the other day, and I thought it was really interesting because it could be something so simple like getting a parking spot, or like battling for it's always something really petty, but it's like gives you so much satisfaction. No, that's a weird topic. I talk about some really funny, crazy things with my kids. It's really actually quite entertaining, but just to see what their take is on things. Like, my kids are super competitive, and they always have been, and I kind of even think they have like a silent battle with each other sometimes. I think that's normal though, like sibling rivalry, or just being brothers in general. I think there's always a little bit of that there. Okay, so I need to go, oh, I used this dark shade, Cypress Umber, right in the outer corner. I need to blend this out a little better. It's totally random, I know, but there's nothing wrong with a little healthy competition for sure. When it's in good fun, like not harming anyone or anything like that. Okay, this is getting kind of crazy. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking, I think I'm going to do, let's see, where am I going to go from here? I need to add a little bit of shimmer. So I'm just taking a smaller brush. That one's kind of dirty. And I'm going to go in with Vermeer, and I think I'm going to get my brush wet for this, so I'm just using a little Fix Plus. But if you guys have any like silly things that you've done, please post them below. I think it's super funny. And maybe it will make me feel like I'm not the only one. This is so much more like, what's the word? This eyeshadow pops so much more with the Fix Plus, this brighter shade right here, this shimmery shade. I really don't like the way that it looks when it's not like damp. This looks a lot prettier, I think. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner. I'm using the e.l.f. liner, and I did just purchase a new one and it's not the same as the last one. So I was raving about this eyeliner. The last one I had was amazing. I know that they probably didn't change the formula, but it's somehow just a little bit different. And it's not as like opaque maybe as the last one I had. So I wonder how that happens with products. Like you get a product and it's amazing and then you get another one and it's not as great. Maybe it's not as dried out, I don't know. So who have you guys been loving on YouTube? I have been loving Raw Beauty Christy. She is so real. It's just amazing. And she lives in the same state as me. I think she lives up by Seattle, but I just love her and her personality, and she just doesn't care, and I think that's so awesome. And her husband just like lost a bunch of weight, and they posted a video on like the keto diet, and everyone is raving about this diet. Like people are just losing tons and tons of weight. They're feeling better. They're healthier in general. And I think that's so amazing that so many people are finding success with this diet. Like it's not really a diet, it's a way of eating. And she talked about that. It's just amazing to me how people can lose so much weight with this diet. I'm not sure what these are. They just say Andrea strip lashes, and I don't really see like any specific name for them. So I'm not sure. They're just pretty basic. They're not like wispy or anything like that. I kind of just wanted something basic. So that's that. So anyway, about this keto diet, it's really amazing. Everyone is doing low carb. It seems like that's like the way to go if you're going to keep with it. Like it's not something you can start and then just go back to eating the way you were eating. It's kind of like a lifestyle change. So you really have to, wow, that looks really light. You really have to change your way of eating always. Once you start going back to what you were eating, then you will gain the weight back. From what they say. Also, I really love watching vlogs. I love watching vlogs. I don't know why. They're just interesting. It's interesting to me to watch other people's lives. And Bonnie Holine is one that I like watching. Her family is from Utah. It's like a family vlog. I just bought another one of these Anastasia Dip Brow Pomades in taupe. Dropping everything. This is what it looks like. This is by far my favorite eyebrow product. I've tried so many other colors. I've tried different products. I don't really like using pencils. They just don't work for me. I just love this type of product for my eyebrows. I feel like it just, like the brush gives it like a nice sharp edge, and then I can fill them in, and this color is just like perfection. It doesn't have any red in it, which I have no red in my eyebrows. And most people don't. So the coloring of things, I think they're coming out with some really great products for eyebrows. They have been, compared to what we've had, like as far as when I was growing up. And it seems like everybody knows how to do their eyebrows now. And when I was growing up, it was like basically people were trying to get rid of their eyebrows. It was like people had like a line. And and I go back and I look at photos and I'm like, thankfully mine were never like too thin, but that was like the thing for a while. Even looking back in like Hollywood TV shows and like Beverly Hills 90210, and it's just funny how things have changed. And people are embracing their big brows. And they're really quite beautiful. Like, I remember my mom used to always say, don't pluck your brows, don't over pluck them, you won't have any. And now I know what she means by that, because your hair only has so many times that it can be pulled out before it just doesn't grow. The hair follicle gets pulled out along with it. I think that's good. I'm gonna let it dry for a minute and then go back in with my brush. So I need to add a little bit of color to my face. So I'm just gonna be using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium. Just lightly applying this. I don't need too much powder with this foundation because it dries to a nice matte finish, but a little bit is good. Especially like in my T-zone and on my cheeks too, because it helps to blend everything out just a little bit better. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. St. Lucia palette. It's just like the bronze and the blush, and I'm using the bronze shade for contour. I switch back and forth from this lately and the Hoola bronzer, just depending on what I'm in the mood for. But when I use this foundation, I need a little bit more warmth because it's so light. And then I'm going to contour a little bit with a tapered blending brush, just very, very lightly. My skin gets so red so easily. That will lighten up in a minute. So now that I've placed my contour, I'm just going to blend it out. Okay, now I'm just going to be using the blush in the palette. It's a peachy blush with gold shimmer. Oops. It's not good. I just dipped it in the bronzer. Still looks pretty pale. I wonder if it's gonna darken up. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that for now and go in with some mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. And I might need to re-glue that. Let's see. Oh, I also really love Jordan Cheyenne. I love her fitness and like weight loss videos. She's really fun to watch. And she also does vlogs and has a little boy, and she's just very inspiring. Yes, I am gonna have to glue that, but I think I need to wait until the mascara dries. Okay, now I'm gonna be using the NYX Lingerie in number 16 Cheekies. It's just like a pale peachy shade. Kind of like Myth from MAC, but with a little more peach in it. And then I let that dry. And then I'm going in with 15C from Makeup Forever. And now it's starting to dry and get really matte. So I am gonna add a little bit of lip gloss. I just picked this up. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. And I thought this was a dupe for the lip gloss that is like my favorite. This is Forbidden by Bare Minerals. It's pretty similar, but it does feel a little bit different. So this one is the Bare Minerals, and this one is the NYX. So they're very, very similar. So if you're looking for like a less expensive version, they feel very, very similar also on the lips. I don't know why, but I feel like the Bare Minerals lasts on me just a little bit longer, but I think it's a really good dupe. So just to darken up my foundation just a little bit, I'm going to go in with some of this MAC powder in NC30. It's just like a loose powder. And a big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to blend everything together. And then I think I'm good except for highlight. So I am using, actually, I've been using this. I know I show the same products over and over, but I love this, and it's the Soft and Gentle from MAC. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of Fix Plus. And it's so pretty. I kind of like to pull things out every once in a while and use them, because I have a huge makeup collection and I feel like I'm just letting it go to waste if I don't. So that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.